Good morning, beautiful beings of light, beings of peace. And this next thing I'm going to say is going to be probably the topic of our meditation this morning, beings of understanding. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Lisa and Jim. Thank you for coming and bringing your little candle that's always lit of the light, of your sincerity, of your purity, of your brilliance. Yeah, thank you for coming online. It means everything to everyone here, and it means everything to everyone there. Okay. So thank you. I really appreciate it. I think it was Solomon who said, of all thy getting, get understanding. Of all thy getting, get understanding. Seek first, says a great person who created so many workshops and stuff that were just about all the habits, the habits for highly successful people. Um, he said that seek first to understand and then to be understood. Seek first to understand. And Yogananda had a beautiful little quote for understanding. He says, it's the telescope of your heart. Mm. It's the telescope of your heart. It's what your heart sees. It's what that intuition of your heart is always suggesting to us is this telescope of our heart. It looks out and it understands because what is the greatest way to understand? It loves, it cares, and it shares. Okay. It loves, it cares, and it shares. So, good morning, Tara. Welcome to this topic this morning of understanding the telescope of your heart, the telescope of your heart, and of all you're getting, get understanding. Just for example, before we go into meditation, and that is that, when you're misunderstood, probably the greatest thing that can happen to us. When we have a good intention, let's say, but we're misunderstood by even the good intention we have. All right. And then that first thing that you usually experience is just whatever is that program that you have when you get misunderstood, right? And but so we don't want to listen. If you want to understand, you don't want to listen with that old program going, right? Where you're thinking about something or you have something to say back to this person while they're still talking and all this stuff, but you understand, you try to understand first, you listen to understand, not to interrupt, not to give your 2 cents, not to refute something or even to accept something. You are there to understand them. Yeah, so that's our that's our subject this morning, my dear. So go ahead and close your eyes, and we have some good material. We have some good tips on this morning. So sit in your sweet spot and be in your beautiful heart spot and allow the love to completely envelop you and greet you, mesmerize you, induce you, seduce you, whatever words you want to use. Just let that love come over you and let it come speak to you in the language of your understanding this morning. All right. So let the breaths, each breath come in as that awakening, or not just the awakening, but the understanding of love. Let's call it the understanding of love. Let it come in and just feel that support system you have of life with the miracle of existence inside each breath that comes in. And it comes in not a breath that lasts for 30 minutes or so. It comes in every every second almost, every every second, so that we have a support system in the engine of life, in the engine that runs this universe in the divine consciousness of the one who's holding everything together. And that is everything and everyone everywhere, as we talked about yesterday. So thank you. Thank you. Let's dip into that quiet understanding that the love brings and that you can now associate with a deep listening. The deep listening. Prayer is talking to God. Meditation is listening to that still, quiet voice of intuition, that voice of love, that voice of understanding. Breath matters. With understanding, with your intention being to understand. You don't have to say, well, what do I need to understand? Just let that unfold for you. What in this moment it means for you to be open to understand. And maybe each breath then becomes a light bulb of understanding going off in you. The aha, ah, how could I be so blind? I get it now. That aha, with the breath of life, with the breath of understanding, each one, the light gets brighter. I want to read to you a Turkish saying that sums up what we're talking about. If you truly love someone, you love them twice. The first time, it's all about attraction. Their smile, their voice, their presence. But so slowly, the curtain lifts. You see their scars, insecurities, mood swings, trauma, moral differences. It's no longer perfect that second time around, so to speak. It's real, but more real than maybe that first part, my dears, of the attraction. And so if you can still love them at this stage of your relationship or relationships, if you can still love them without filters, without expectations, that's not infatuation. That's the love of understanding. When we can love them without filters, without expectations, without the old programs, that's not infatuation. That's the love of understanding. So, in this period of silence, dig deep for the last time that you felt that reaction and being misunderstood and how you reacted from the old programming instead of the understanding of all thy getting, get understanding. What is it in me that reacts when I'm misunderstood? And learn your lesson. Let's learn it this morning. How you can reshape that awareness that was programmed to the awareness that understands there's something beautiful, beautiful in your new intention that you will apply from that or this moment on in your life. You want to change the world? Change yourself one misunderstanding at a time. Turn it into gold. Turn it in a new behavior. Turn it into a new way of looking at things. So that the understanding is love itself, compassion itself, awareness in its finest mode of operation itself. See if you can just pull up into your awareness just one situation that's similar to what I'm sharing with you right now. Just one. And make that discovery that the understanding is a telescope of love that sees clearly and understands purely and perfectly. This soul who may have struck a nerve in you, a trigger in you, that becomes your best friend. Because you know now to hold the space of understanding. And let's download these beautiful divine ideas, how we can make that practice of listen to understand, or even when you are confused about something, you can't figure it out, and you're going back and forth, that you pick up the frequency of exactly what is the truth for you in that particular predicament. And then you also have that light bulb go off. What is the truth in this particular misunderstanding, even self misunderstanding? That can turn the light on, the light of the new you. We can call it the grace. We can call this new awareness of all thy getting, get understanding as the grace of our own becoming, the you you've always wanted to know, that part of you that you've heard said so many times that you are the peace, you are the stillness, you are the light, you are the love. And the light bulb goes off with all of those qualities. That is the grace of our own becoming, my dears. Those realizations. But let's step softly, step softly into this, what we're sharing this morning. Step softly into this quiet awareness, this quiet understanding, this quiet unfolding of your own becoming, where grace and light have been waiting for you all along, where grace and light have been waiting for you all along. Do fairy tales come true? You better believe it. And not after they come true, but before they come true, to really believe it. And with this grace of your becoming, you start to feel a rhythm, a pace, just the beat of your own drum, the sound of your own intuition quietly starts to grow within you as the world keeps moving all around you without noticing. This is the culmination of you spending long nights learning patience, exploring the edges of your own heart, listening to the subtle whispers of your spirit. There's been much preparation for this moment, my dears, more than you could ever know. Every trial, every pause you've made to maybe think a little deeper and to love a little more, every pause, every moment of doubt has served as a gentle teacher, guiding you toward the light that was never lost, only waiting for your recognition. Say to yourself, I get you. Say it to yourself inwardly, I get you. Speaking to your human and your divine, I get you. So see if you notice the air around you feels different right now because of this deeper probe we're having right now into learning how to really listen. It's so important. That word listen, all those vowels have make up the word silent. listen and silent, same vowels. Does the air feel softer, yet full of unseen possibilities for you now? As you may have picked up on one situation you had forgotten about, or recently, or just happened, and you transformed it on the spot to understanding. Telescope of love into the situation. And notice if the path you walk today isn't marked by hurry like you're used to, or competition. It's guided by the footprints of courage, resilience, and steady faith. You move with a grace that can't be rushed, a clarity that can't be confused, and a love that cannot be diminished. I'm going to save the rest of this, the grace of your own becoming, on this thread for another day, perhaps tomorrow. But let's just feel the difference within us right now. Just from the words spoken thus far, the frequencies that you've allowed in thus far, your own silent whisper that is true to the core. And our closing are these words to enhance perhaps your understanding. Believe first, not after. Believe first in your becoming. That's the hardest part, to believe first in yourself and hold this new vision. Next time you listen to somebody, of holding that vision before you can even hold it in your own hands, not waiting till after the conversation, but at the beginning of a connection, that you're holding this vision, that we are going to learn to be great listeners, silently, devotedly, hearing what's in this person's heart, what their struggles could be, why they say the things they say to you and me. And don't wrestle, my dears, at this point, please. with the how. And please don't stress over the when. Just breathe. Just breathe the breath of understanding. Our new, our new ongoing, non-negotiable practice. Feel it as if it's already yours. This is no news to you, my dears, at all. Your soul is on fire, awakening, leaps and bounds, actually. So feel it as if it's already yours, this awareness, this understanding, and let the quiet confidence that you feel softly, quietly, unrushed, just a rhythm, your own your own heartbeat, your own drum beat. You don't go to anyone else's drum beat. You have your own rhythm. That confidence that moves you one small step at a time. One small step at a time. In this new understanding, yeah, of yourself and its capabilities. It is understanding. You are it already. So trust the process, my dears. Trust yourself. What's meant for you, which is total joy, happiness, freedom, quiet, peace, and understanding will come to you. In fact, it's already on its way. So we thank you, O Great Spirit. We thank you, O Mother. We thank you to the holy ones who helped bring these principles, these awarenesses into our ability to understand them. We are so grateful that we can learn in just this short amount of time lessons that have been in preparation for lifetimes, my dears, lifetimes. And you got it. And you got it. Of all thy getting, get understanding. We are so grateful for this. More than we know right now, but we're going to softly step. We're going to softly enjoy that rhythm of our soul, that drumbeat of our heart, in a pace that aligns us 100% with the divine and each other and those in your life and anyone and everyone that shows up today and any day. And that is that. And it is so. Aho and namaste. Okie dokie. Miss Tara, Miss Sarah, Narayan, indeed, softly unfolding in you right now. Everything beautiful and remarkable. Remember that? The little rascals? Remarkable, incredible. Yeah, we got to add a little spice in there every now and then just to smile so we all have that big grin that comes from this unlimited joy of our souls, right? Just this unstoppable current of love that is within us, and this understanding of all that get understanding. Wow. So thank you for your beautiful listening today. everybody. Thank you for absorbing what you could absorb today. And most importantly and beautifully, how how you are going to affect others without even saying a word today. All right? How you're going to affect your pace. Everything is going to feel different today. So enjoy. Remember yesterday we said that every time we level up, that there needs to be a new version of ourselves. Every time we get an aha, we have to have a new version of ourselves that puts it into a steady consciousness and awareness. Anyway, I could go on, as you all know. So toodles with oodles of love, and let's go. Let's just really see. Let's see into ourselves. Let's see into someone. Let's just have one practice to listen with that beautiful energy and vibration of really caring. So let's put our hands around our shoulders so that we can feel that energy of caring because we've listened so deeply, then the love has helped us to do that. It's kicked into gear for us, so we care. We care as much for anyone, a complete stranger, a complete what we would have been, really ticked off at somebody for if they said that to us in the old days. But now it's different because now we just share all that light right back to them. So we love, we care, we share in abundance in abundance. That's what we have an abundance of loving and caring and sharing to our world, to our brothers and sisters, to everything that is living and even non living, because that's a misnomer. Everything is alive with the presence of God and love. So, and that is that, and this is this, and so it is. Aho. Oh. And here we go. I-O, I-O. Here we go. I-O, I-O, bum, 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 bum. All right. Love you. See you in the joy of really listening and loving today. All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you. See you tomorrow.